Hello, Cancer. Have I got a reading for you? First, I'm told I should ask for likes, shares, subscriptions as a way to get this out to more people. So if you feel inclined, greatly appreciated. Now on to this wonderful reading. Okay, so the first thing that I was hearing whistling, which was the theme to the Andy Griffith Show, which was an old show that was set in a tiny town with a local sheriff and a young boy in a fishing hole. Very much 1950s kind of traditional life. But then what I see is a hand coming in and changing the channel, and now it's the radio. And what I'm hearing is Bon Jovi. It's my life. Now, I looked up the words because I don't remember them all. This song ain't for the broken-hearted, no silent prayer for the faith departed. I ain't going to be just a face in the crowd. You're going to hear my voice when I shout it out loud. It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't going to live forever. I just want to live while I'm alive. And then it goes on, my heart is like the open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. This is the ones who stood their ground. It just keeps going on, and it's so beautiful. So I look up. For me, this is really an anthem. This is an anthem of coming out, of moving forward, of not letting people silence you or put you down. And I feel the fact that it came out just after the Andy Griffith Show, which is so old and traditional, and nothing wrong with small towns. I live in one. But it's very much about the idea that, Cancer, you have so often created situations where you were the ones taking care of everybody, and where systems kind of grew up around you, where if you extricated yourself, it felt like the whole thing would collapse. And there's been fear around that. But part of it was fear of isolation. But what I want to check in with you, my very dear Cancers, is this. Sometimes when there is so much energy put to support other people and to support systems around other people, as much as you're putting out, you may not be getting back. And it's that sense of not getting back that can lead to a feeling of isolation. And when I say not getting back, it's not that, people might say, oh, thanks, Mom, thanks, so-and-so, that was great, wonderful work on that project. But what I'm talking about is really being seen, really being felt. And that connection that comes from somebody really, really touching into your heart in a way where you know there is a connection. But the thing is, my dears, the connection has to start with you first. You need to see yourself first. And I feel like that's what this is about. That's about you not just doing what is expected with the traditional role, whatever it is that you've taken on, whatever that Andy Griffith Show symbolizes. For me, this is all about is the constraint is being released. You are moving forward. You are opening up. You are able to move forward. What I'm seeing here is that you've got choose, you've got change it up, you've got play. It feels to me as though this, in conjunction with this amazing song, is really talking about, Cancer, that a lot of you have really let yourself consider what liberation would be like, and what that would feel like, and what that would bring you emotionally, what that would open you up to if you let it be there. And sometimes it's just letting go of the image that we have of ourselves in our mind that creates the possibility of being something different and something new. And what you're being suggested here is allow for that sense of just changing things up. This doesn't have to be radical. This doesn't have to be you buying a Corvette and taking off in the sunset and leaving behind everybody you know. It doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be breaking systems. You might be altering systems, changing them. Check out where you are using words that are limiting you. I can't, I shouldn't. As look at those places where you stop yourself from imagining what could be. And instead, what you can do is you can say, okay, I feel like I can't. Is that true? Or if I thought that I could, what would I choose? Or I'm not prepared to make any huge changes now, but how can I change up things within this system that would give me a greater sense of self-appreciation, autonomy, liberation, imagination? Because it feels, Cancer, like this is really the time for you to be able to be exploring yourself in a much richer way. And oh my God, as I say this to you, I just feel like a sense of relief, like, it's so time to come out of whatever closet you've been putting yourself in and breathing fresh air and exploring. Because as I say that, I feel like my fingertips are tingling, like there are gifts in you don't even know you have. And that's what I feel is coming out now. That's what I feel you have the opportunity to do. I would really encourage you, listen to the song, look up the lyrics. It's Bon Jovi, It's My Life, and see what that brings you. Because, oh yes, there's something else here that I really feel like I need to say to you. You've got two cards, discipline and structured free flow, and they go together, I think, very well. Because what this discipline is talking about, and it came out right over top of the word fast. It's talking about allowing yourself to develop a discipline around what habits are good for your well-being, what will grow you, what will manifest more of that in your life. The discipline doesn't have to be a lot of work. It can be about watching how you speak to yourself. It can be about really just looking at what supports you in feeling better. And it can be small things. It can be word fasts. It can be positive neuroplasticity exercises that take 60 seconds a day. It can be many different things that support you in feeling better. And what's being suggested is that you create a structured free flow. So what does that look like? For me, that's like having anchor points during the day when you remember to check in with those things that you've set up that support you in feeling good and feeling empowered and feeling excited about all of these new wonderful things that can come to you. Okay, Cancers, take care.